Hello, this is Howard, the Teaserking, coming to you with week 3 of the pros. We're going to do the pros first tonight. This is a huge, huge week. This could be the strongest week. This is what I'm looking for. Last week I told you I was kind of handcuffed, and I didn't do too bad. I actually went 3 for 3. Pittsburgh against Baltimore, the dog was like, I don't know, 10-1. I didn't expect that. The one that got me was San Francisco. I was told both their starting receivers of the Bears were out. That is why I made the extra lock real big with Philadelphia, because they were not supposed to play. Now, I like Frisco even with them, but without them, that's what created this big lock on Frisco on Sunday. And, of course, these idiot announcers, whoever gives out the news, shouldn't print anything that they don't know. And I thought it was terrible. So, Marshall, well, but still, Kaepernick threw the game. They're still leading 20-7. San Francisco should not blow that lead. But enough said, that happens. Pocket aces get cracked every once in a while, and so does the Teaserking. But I'm like a golfer. I do not worry about the last shot. I play one shot at a time. So I know what happened last week, and it won't happen this week. This week they're lined up very good. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 very, very strong plays, and 2 more that are above average that could be played. But it's like a kid in a candy store this week. Just huge plays coming. This is the week that I wait for, and I went to Vegas on Tuesday to make bets already. I didn't want to worry about lines and stuff, so it was beautiful. This will be a very strong week. I'm starting to get the better 2014 trends in now. With 2 weeks in, I can see the teams. I still go with the trends to establish the form of the pick, and then I go to, wait a minute, who needs the games now? Where's that? Where's the roles? There's so many good picks this week where the team needs it. They're in their role. They're just playing well. They're covering all the time, over and over and over. Very hard to give you guys too many picks because they're all on the site. I'm going to give you what I always promise. So let me give you. I'll give you a game. Alright, I'll give you a game. We'll go to Miami laying 4 to Kansas City. I like Kansas City in the 10.5 here. Miami without Marino. Miami's an average team. Kansas City's an average team. Kansas City's a good dog. Miami isn't. They're not a good favorite. Just on principle, I like the dog in Kansas City there. Let me give you one more. Alright, let's talk about Frisco laying 3 to Arizona. This is a very, very, very difficult game because I like Arizona. But the trend's all San Francisco. San Francisco is 10-0, the last 10 against Arizona versus the number. Now, I know last year Frisco needed to win, and they won 20-17 in week 16 or week 17, whatever the last week's number was, probably 17. So this game will be extremely close. Carson Palmer, I don't know. He's doubtful. So I'll give you the Niners. Take the points only because of the trends that the Niners are 10-0 the last 10 against Arizona. Very strong as a road favorite, extremely strong as a road favorite. And Arizona without Palmer are going to have a difficulty. I think the Niners are going to be really pissed off that they blew the lead. And I was shocked that he let Kaepernick throw the interceptions with the 20-7 lead that he did. Really surprised me. That's not like Harbaugh. Once he got the lead. Although Harbaugh did throw an interception for the Bears against the Vikings, which almost cost them the game. So it is something he's done. But I don't think that. I think the Niners are really upset. And keep in mind, the Niners in Seattle this year are playing for home field throughout the playoffs. That was another reason I was really shocked by the Niners last week, because Seattle had lost. And that gave Frisco the chance to take the lead and then keep that one-game lead, and then they go into the playoffs and they get the home field advantage and they win the Super Bowl this year. So I was really shocked by the way the Niners collapsed, but it was all Kaepernick's doing. He's not really that good of a quarterback, but you know, that's why they should have just pounded Frank Gore and their defense, but oh well. But Arizona without Palmer, I don't think they can win this game. I think Arizona wins it. Very tight game there. And Denver, Seattle. Seattle laying 4.5 or 5. What a game. I don't have a clue. I'm staying away from it. Seattle at home's almost unbeatable. It took Arizona's defense to beat them last year. You can see how you beat them. And the key, and I called the game, and I was at the game last week, Seattle and San Diego, and the key was Antonio Gates. And I said that, and I knew that, because Gates, they can't defend a big tight end. So that's Seattle's Achilles heel. But Denver doesn't have a big tight end like a Gates, like Gronkowski, like Jimmy Graham. Although they handled Jimmy Graham on New Orleans. I don't know if he played when New Orleans played him last year, but basically that's their Achilles heel, that big tight end. He just takes up space and he rebounds, and they can't really defend him. So I don't know. This is revenge on the Super Bowl. This is a game that, you know, Seattle off of a loss like that, I don't know. I again would take defense over offense. I'd probably take Seattle, but I'm really staying away from the game. I want to see it played out, but the matchups and the keys would be take Seattle, take the 1.5. Seattle does not lose it at home. Denver's all Manning. They'll put pressure on Manning, and he'll collapse like usual, and Seattle wins, but it'll be close. Probably tease either team here, but I found much better games. Strength versus weakness is my key, and here you have strength versus strength. This is a Super Bowl. We bet Seattle, but just a regular game. Seattle off a loss. I look for them to win at home, but it'll be a close one. But I'm not, you know, I'm just watching that game. Anyway, I have a ton. I recommend buying the week, the month, the locks, whatever you want. I would buy the NFL package this week. It's just huge. You'll make a fortune on it. It's the way to go. There's so many. If you want, you can play an 8-9 team teaser, and you have a real good chance of hitting it. When I was in Vegas Christmas, I hit an 11, a 10, and a 9 team teaser, and I talked about it. And this is the same week as that. You're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can easily play 8 pros, maybe 9 pros, and 2 or 3 college that I can give you. You can easily play a 10, 11 team teaser that's probably a 90% that you're going to hit it. So if you ever want to play a long odd teaser, this is the week. This will win, and win big this week. Highly recommend it. Please go to the site. And this is it. I mean, I told you last week, I don't just give picks to give picks. And I told you I was handcuffed, and I didn't like the week that much. I found a few games, Cincinnati, and I found Philadelphia, and Green Bay, and I actually liked San Diego, but I didn't want to go against Seattle, but I liked San Diego in that game. Anyway, so that's what I got for you this week. Again, this is www.teaserking.com. Gentleman asked me a question. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you. I was out of town for a few days. Basically, I prefer 2 team 6-point teasers over 3 team 10-point teasers. The reason being is I don't believe the extra 4 points buys me the 3rd winner. In other words, when I make my pick, I don't need 10 points. I got it all in 6-point trends. I can find plenty of winners. So to add 4 points, I don't think helps me. And none of my games are really that close. You know, Frisco, they lost by 8. I mean, I could have played a 14-team teaser, 20-point teaser. I would have needed a 15, 16-point teaser to pull that one out. I mean, it happens when you lose, but to me, I like the game. I played a 6-point. All I have to do is pick 2. If I want to go 3, I get odds on it. I don't know what the odds are on a 3-team 10-point teaser. I don't really pay attention to it, but it's not worth the extra 4 points. Will not get you the third game and the odds to benefit it. You're better off with a 2-team 6-pointer and just pound it. The key again is getting under 3, getting over 7, getting over 10, getting under 14 or under 10. That's what you're looking for. So when you see that 9.5, you know, you probably you got to bet a lot less on the 3.5 than if it was 8.5 to 2.5. Much better. Look at Auburn. We had Auburn yesterday, and they're laying, went from 9 down to 7.5. At 1.5, they're a much stronger bet than at 3 or 3.5. And then they won by 6, and it wasn't, you know, it shouldn't have been that close. Although Kansas State blew so many, they missed so many field goals, it was crazy. But as it turned out, Auburn got the win. They win by 6, laying 7.5, 8, 8.5. The teaser 1.5, 2. There you go. And we had a good number. Had it got close, it was still under 3. All right, everybody. Well, good luck to you. This will be a great weekend for Teaserking. I promise you that. I know it. I feel it. And when I feel it, look out. All right, everybody. Good luck. Take care.